This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search from my site. This Postmates Advanced Training with a series of videos. I am soliciting people to start Postmates. Put my name as a referrer. If you're successful, I earn something. I make an attempt to specify the audience I'm speaking to when I say something. I want to get someone's attention. So I believe I have three categories of people who are listening. One is just general interest. You know, you're clicking around the internet, you end up with Tom Duty, and for some reason you return, and so you're an occasional or repeat serial listener, but you're not doing Postmates. You may not even be in a market. You're not even thinking about it. You're just, maybe once in a while you're interested in New York and you think it's kind of weird that they eat, you know, portobello mushroom bacon, which is not bacon and is not from a pig. So, again, I refer to that as everybody, like the ratings in the App Store. They'd use an E for everybody, so that's everybody. When I'm trying to get the attention of Postmates people, I will say Postmates, or more specifically, New York Postmates. So this first topic begins with New York Postmates. Please don't overlook this. This is a great score of mine tonight. Had problems with my phone. It was disastrous. I only had one delivery today, mostly because of my own schedule, but compounded by this phone problem. I had zero. I completed one, but the phone problem made me not get credit for it. I've written to get credit, to attempt to get credit for it and get paid for it. So I legitimately finished one, and then I switched my attention into this afternoon telemarketing that I do, and I had to reset my phone to factory settings in order to get, you know, started to do that, and I was able to do my phone calling, but then I turned my attention back to getting my phone up and running, and I had some trouble. So this is the score of the New York century. There are new devices that allegedly have fast Wi-Fi, and they've replaced some of the phone booths. They're called NYC Link. Listeners, Postmates, New York especially, please don't forget this, NYC Link. You can find the website easily. It gives you a map to where they are. The one that I used is familiar to me. I didn't need the app. It's near Port Authority Bus Terminal. And when they say fast Wi-Fi, they're not kidding. It's fastest Wi-Fi I've ever used. Even Starbucks, Google Starbucks, I kind of think is pretty good. I'm not one that pays attention to how fast is it in quantity, in numbers. I just think in more practical sense, when I do demanding things, how long do they take? So when it's sort of fast, like Google Starbucks, they update, you know, I've reset to factory settings, and then all the apps update, and it kind of moves along, and in maybe 40 minutes I'm done. NYC Link on the street of New York, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, not 40 minutes. Google Starbucks, 40 minutes. NYC Link, 3 minutes. Blazing fast internet. They are not kidding. So there's your tip. New York Postmates, NYC Link. You got to reset your phone. You got to download and update all your apps. That's your answer. Don't go to Potbelly and think, oh, I'll just eat my sandwich while it updates, because they are fucking slow. Wi-Fi. The kitchen's great. The sandwich was good. The Wi-Fi is terrible. It's like, why do they even have it? Okay, there's your tip. New York Postmates. That's the best thing I have tonight, other than how to deal with this. So I'll share my screen. I do have a couple of tweets that are relevant to this canceled order. So here I am at the beginning of the day having a cortadito, Las Brisas. This is in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. Why I tweeted it twice, I don't know. Oh, I do. This was Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. I did some blogging. I did some audio blogging. And then I turned my attention to the schedule. I had none of the hours I wanted. I don't worry about that anymore. And there, bing, I end up with Hale and Hardy, even though I wasn't on the schedule. And I got it like without delay. This was great. 1 o'clock, 1:02. This screen capture shows that I am not on the schedule. Listeners, again, this is not for everyone. This is for Postmates people, both in and out of New York. Look at that, 1 o'clock, closed. I'm not on the schedule, but boom, 1:02, I get a delivery. So off I go. I end up tweeting the receipt because I can't upload the receipt because I have trouble with my phone. And then pay me please is another, this is me attempting to get paid for this delivery because while I was offline, I had no way of telling the Postmates people that I actually finished the delivery. And it appears that instead of calling the customer, they just decided I didn't, so they canceled it. So I'm guessing that Postmates has an $11.32 charge, which they will pay, but yet they canceled delivery, so they have no way to collect from the customer. Don't really follow that and honestly don't care. It's an efficiency goal that Postmates is going to have to figure out in the time ahead as they figure out how to be profitable. This $11.32, they can't just surrender like it seems they did today. But so long term, they'll figure it out. Short term, I want to get paid. They owe me, $5 or $6 for this job. So I wrote this, please pay me, please, and I sent it to listeners. This is Postmates, both in and out of New York. This is the national address. And all of you people know this. If you've even done a little, if you're even in 40 deliveries with Postmates, you already know this. This is fleet-support@postmates.com. That's where I sent this text. And then this is also interesting. Postmates people, both in and out of New York, please look at that number. Look at that number. That is my total payouts. You know what it was yesterday? $106.12 less than this. 24 hours ago, it was $106.12 less than this. How much did I make since yesterday? 0. But yet this number goes up by $106.12. I still don't understand that. And I'm going to try harder, but I'm not going to exhaust myself. What I am going to do is get into my banking records and verify that I am getting paid what they're saying I get paid. I'm going to I don't know how I'm going to do that. It's pretty tedious, which is why I'm putting it off. But it involves me getting into the bank account, downloading the information, putting it in a spreadsheet, adding up all the Postmates deliveries, and see if it comes out to $2,200 or something close. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.